How difficult do you think it'll be this weekend at the Portsmouth side? Obviously had a great result in midweek.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. They've got some good players. I think the front 3 or 4 players, depending on which system they go with, clearly are players that most clubs up and down this league would love to have in their team. So, we're mindful of the threat that they've got. But also, we think we're going into the game reasonably confident, actually, to be fair. I know the result didn't go our way on Saturday, but I thought the performance against Wigan was very, very good.
Less than 72 hours between their 2 games. Can you take advantage of that, do you think?
Hopefully. The only way you take advantage of it is making sure you're in the game after 70 minutes. If you're in the game after 70 minutes, then hopefully that last 20 minutes will take its toll.
And you know how to use the Fratton Park atmosphere for you in the past, but I guess you also know how to use it for you in your time at Lincoln now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, listen, we've had a couple of good games there. Obviously, since they've been at Lincoln, it'll probably be a little bit different with the redevelopment that's going on there at the minute. But yeah, they can be a very, very loud lot, as I know personally, and they get behind the team, and the team are doing well and getting good results. And obviously, on the back of the result that they had on Tuesday, I'm sure they'll be looking forward to the game on Friday and getting another 3 points.
Will you have to balance your team selection between Friday and Monday, or are you going to treat this as you would a Saturday, Tuesday game?
Yeah, it'll be pretty much Saturday, Tuesday. Rob, I'd love to be in the position to be able to do that, if I'm being honest. But come tomorrow, we're already down to absolute bare bones with numbers. So, I think it's just a matter of trying to pick a team out that you could think are capable of winning the game, and then seeing what's available and seeing what's left for Tuesday.
Have you picked up more injuries since Saturday then?
There's 1 or 2 doubts for tomorrow that concerns me a little bit. So I'll leave them to be surprised on that one.
Every week, Charlie Kendall seems to be scoring at National South level. Is he going to be ready for next season, do you think? Is he impressing you even more than he did before he agreed the deal with Lincoln?
He's going to have to be. It's probably the start reality. It's going to have to be. The likes of him, Ben House, who, you've always seen little bits. I'm hoping to get him some more game time in the next few games, but the likes of Charlie and Ben are going to have to be ready. It's as simple as that.
Is that about just because you have an idea now what you're going to have budget-wise next year?
Little bits. I think obviously, we're in a position now where obviously the big spenders are spending, and the rest of us, you can try and play catch up, or you try and be sensible a little bit. So I think that the conversations that need to be had between sort of now and the end of the season, now in the summer, I'll be amazed if it doesn't sort of include the likes of Charlie and Ben being sort of key parts in what we need to do going forward.
And is that ahead of schedule, do you think, for yourself? Did you expect to need them this early on?
Slightly, but I think that obviously Charlie's proven that he's certainly an out-and-out goal scorer. He doesn't matter, I suppose, really what level you're at the end of the day. The ability to put the ball in the back of the net stays the same. It's just, relying on people around you to, once you're in those positions, being able to supply you with that. And that'll be key for Charlie. And Ben, a little bit different. Ben is more of someone who is capable of building and linking play. And hopefully, he will have the attributes and the quality that we think that he will have over time. Just he might have to do it a little bit earlier.
And would it be a bit of a gamble to leave them to it next year, or are you still going to look to add to that attacking area, do you think?
I think you always look to add to it. But like I say, I'm guessing that, we'll be slightly down the list when it comes to, certain players that you would want to identify and pick out and choose. So it's about sort of trying to be clever, picking the right moments, trying to be as early as you can, I suppose, with some young talent like we have done in the past, and see where we're at.
And Accrington have proved over the last couple of years you can take players from that level, Colby Bishop, Dion Charles, and make great successes out of them. And I guess that's an area that you can tap into a little bit more now.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair, like obviously John and Aki, you know, they do it a little bit in terms of numbers. They always have a lot of numbers in their squad, and you know, I suppose every now and again you're going to get one that's going to come through, and they've done that, like you say, quite well. And you know, that's something that, you know, we might need to do, and we do believe that obviously Charlie and Ben have got decent futures in the game, and you know, in the short term, let's hope it's with Lincoln.
And finally, speaking of young players, Freddie Draper up for a national award. That's good to see, isn't it? Fantastic.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, obviously he's had it could have been even better, to be fair, Rob, obviously, if it weren't for injuries, etc. You know, with the concussion and picking up the injuries that he has done. But he's had a fantastic season, albeit interrupted. And yeah, it's a great achievement to be nominated.